In this episode, we're going to talk about one of the biggest reasons why we, as human beings on this incredible planet, sometimes make stupid decisions. And it's not because we're stupid, it's just I'll explain why psychologically sometimes we do that. Welcome to episode 16 of the Accelerated Achievement Show. Why is it that sometimes as we're going through our journey of life, as we're going through and going after our goals, going after our ambitions, sometimes we just make decisions that frankly we look back on in hindsight and wonder, how the heck could I have let myself do that? How did I even contemplate and even process doing that? And one of the things in psychology and neuroscience is now a concept which more and more people are finding out about and starting to actually use in their lives, something called decision fatigue. Essentially, it's a principle and a theory that talks about the more decisions that we make during the day, the stupider the decisions are. Essentially, imagine it almost like a muscle. Decision fatigue is like a muscle, meaning if you exercise it, you get better, meaning you get stronger. But equally, let's say you went to the gym and you go off into the gym, you start working out and you've been working out for an hour and your muscle is already fatigued. It's sore, it hurts. You're not as strong an hour into your workout as you were at the very beginning. But then you keep exercising, and by the end, you can't even do one push-up. It's not because you're not strong, just like decision fatigue. It's not because we're stupid that we make stupid decisions. It's simply because our muscle, our mind, the muscle of our mind is metaphorically worn out. It's fatigued, it's tired. Hence, it's the reason why towards the end of the day, through studies and research now, shows us that towards the end of the day, later on in the day, is the time when most people use drugs, go into alcohol, all of these different things that normally they wouldn't do in the morning is because, again, our mind, our ability to make decisions is like a muscle. We wake up in the morning, it's all exercise, it's ready to go, it's been rested, hence we make our smart decisions, we make intelligent decisions, and towards the end of the day, the more decisions we make, as we get tired, as we use that muscle, the decision-making muscle that we have, metaphorically again, as we use that, and do those reps, make those decisions in our lives that are going to move us forward to whatever we want to achieve, we start wearing out and fatiguing that muscle. And the way, of course, just like if you were going to the gym, the way to rest that is just by getting rest, by allowing yourself to sleep properly, to care about your health, care about your nutrition, give yourself breaks, give yourself rest. Else, if you keep going, you're fatigued. There's a reason why people, again, do stupid things while they're tired, while they're sleep deprived. And there's a story of, there was a guy who was running events, and frankly there was one point where he would sleep deprivate his students in order to close more of them because they didn't have the ability to control themselves as much as they normally would. And that's what happens when we make a lot of decisions without getting rest, without taking breaks. So it's understanding this, because the biggest thing is awareness of this. When we can understand, that's how our mind works. That's how it is. It's like a muscle, decision fatigue. The more decisions we make, the worse the decisions are. And this awareness will allow us to make smarter decisions. Hence, it's also the reason why people like Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg, they wear the same t-shirt every day. It's not because they don't have fashion sense. It's because they understand this. And they want to be able to use their decision-making power on the things that truly matter to them, that they want to focus on. Hence, where in our lives are we making decisions that we think aren't actually impacting us because they're small decisions here and there? What am I going to eat, this or this? Which lane do I want to be able to drive in? What type of coffee do I want to have at Starbucks? All these small decisions, yet we use those decisions and it's using up our decision-making power that we have. Hence, how can we allocate it to more important tasks? How can we stay focused on the things that we want to achieve, that we want to use our decision-making power? Because this awareness gives us huge power for a number of reasons. Number one, it makes us understand that in our morning, that's when we have the strongest decision-making power. Not the morning, but after rest. after we've rested the decision-making muscle that we have, we then are able to make smart, strategic, logical, long-term minded decisions compared to falling into short-term temptations and things that in hindsight we look back on and go, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. And I've been able to see this traveling all around the world and seeing how people react in different circumstances, different environments, and then how that shapes their life, how that shapes their future. So number one, it gives us this ability to control and understand that our morning is hugely valuable. Secondly, it gives us the awareness that where are we making decisions in our lives that frankly we shouldn't even be bothering. It shouldn't be using up an inch, a small space, a breadcrumb of our mind power that we have. Where are the decisions that frankly in the grand scheme of things don't matter? Hence, we might as well just make that decision, move on, and focus on the things that matter most. It's like an energy bar. It's like a muscle. You don't want to use your muscle lifting things that don't matter. You want to be able to use it and prioritize it effectively. And that moves us on to the third thing. How can we prioritize effectively? We know that prioritization of tasks, of the things that we want to go after and achieve, so what's truly going to make the difference in our lives. Different people get different results because they prioritize different things. They prioritize differently in their lives. Hence, often we think we want one thing, but our mind is prioritizing something completely different. Hence, when we have alignment between what we say we want, what we want long term, and what we do short term, when we have our priorities aligned, we can go out and achieve huge things. So the reasons psychologically in neuroscience now, there's a number of factors, but one of the biggest things is this: decision fatigue. Our muscle, the more decisions that we make, the dumber the decisions are. Hence, how can we make smart decisions? How can you wake up in the morning and use your mindset to its ultimate power? Use your mindset most effectively on the things that matter most. So not picking up your phone and then deciding which posts you want to click on Facebook in the morning, but deciding, okay, what can I plan? How can I move my life forward? How can I spend time with people I care about? How can I go and fulfill my dreams? How can I be truly happy and fulfilled with my life rather than being distracted by these things, rather by using our decision-making power, something that doesn't have much value? And how can we prioritize, align our prioritization with what we want to achieve, our day-to-day actions with what we want to achieve, and go out there and achieve it. And just by simply having awareness of this stuff, when I first found out this, it changed and shifted how I made decisions, because I now had awareness of this, of decision fatigue. And now if you're watching this, now you have awareness of this. It's going to unconsciously shift how you make decisions, how you use your life energy, the incredible life energy we have, and the decision-making power we have. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you like, comment below with questions, with comments, with observations, and share this out to other people for them, so we can together share this message out, because this, I believe, is something that the school system should have taught us about our psychology, about our ability to master our mind, about our ability to go and pursue our dreams, but hasn't. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you like it, comment, and importantly, go and share it out with other people so they can be able to watch this, utilize this in their lives, and they'll be grateful that you did. So again, like, comment, share. Look forward to sharing more things. How can we accelerate our achievement? How can we achieve faster? Look forward to sharing more insights about how you can accelerate your achievement in future episodes of the Accelerated Achievement Show.
Achievement accelerated with the Accelerated Achievement Show.